Hi, this is Freya from Otherworldly, and I'm going to take a look at a hair from a new brand called Astrology Hair. And it is a brand from the creator behind Alice Project. And Alice Project was actually one of the first hair brands to offer mesh hair. And since then, they've been quite innovative in the way that they have offered colors, HUDs with various options, streaking and different color combinations, and so on. And with this new brand, Astrology Hair, we're seeing some additional new interesting features, in particular their custom HUD. So that is what I'm going to be taking a look at today. I've already prepared to first just show you some of the basic features of the custom HUD here for the horror hair. So you will need one custom HUD, and there are no copy for each hair, and you'll see soon why that is the case. So the custom HUD, of course, has some of the basic options that also the regular HUDs have, because you can buy pre-made color packages as well, whereas the custom HUDs are ones where you define the colors. And I'll show you in a little bit how that works. This is obviously a HUD that I've already set up. And first of all, you've got some detailing up here at the hairline that you could take off these edges and baby hairs. They work together, and then you could put on just to have a little bit of edging and sort of a hair base edging, and then it's clearer on some hairs and less clear on others, and then you have these fine sort of baby hairs just to give a nice natural hairline. Also helping with that is the hair part, where you have, it's currently off, but if you turn that on, you have a selection of 8 skin colors that you can use, and obviously you want to match it so that it more or less matches the skin you have on. You basically get a part that looks like a natural midpoint of your hair, and I think that really adds to the realism of the hairstyle. Now, it's a little bit difficult to show you the features such as the black roots on the black hair, but I'll go ahead and do it like this. I'll switch to a red hair and zoom out a little bit, and then I'm going to turn on the black roots, and as you can see, that sort of gives a darker edging. At least I think it did. It should. Let me see if I can get a better look at that. I'm not actually getting this one to do it properly, but I will check it on, I will do it on the hair that I'm going to set up and see if I get the correct effect there. So here, as you can see, I have this one already set up. I have selected 20 favorite colors, but how would you do it from the get-go? Well, we're going to go back in and we're going to pick the other version of this style, which is called Horror, and there's a Horror 2. So that's the one that we're gonna get for this now. And you see it starts out white like this, or uncolored, you might say. And then you load your custom HUD, and this is what your custom HUD looks like to start with. It has these options from before, but it has actually I can test to see if the black roots, they may not work when there's no color, so I'll test that later on. Then you pick favorites, and you do that by clicking here first to get a loader HUD, and then I go in and I see I have a color loader for custom HUDs. Actually, I'm going to show you the color loader I had from before, because in this one I have saved a selection of colors, so I can quickly load it into multiple custom HUDs. But let's say I want to do this one a little differently. So I take my new custom loader and I load that up, and it's gonna first do some loading and stuff. And then what I basically do is I go in and I click colors. I have 20 colors to pick. So I'm gonna pick the darkest and the lightest black. If I want to remove one, I can simply click it again. If you want to view a larger color map, you click down here and you get it as a web page. And then I think I need some nice brown colors. So maybe I will do a midpoint here, perhaps a midpoint here and a midpoint there. As you can see in between here, there are some that have fades and other versions in there so that you can vary it. Then of course I would like some reds, and with the other one I went for the whole scale of reds, so maybe I will do that on these again because I can never have enough red colors. But maybe I should have some more blondes this time, so I am going to pick this one and I'm going to pick that one to have a range there, and then I'm going to pick a range of gray colors as well. So now I have these done and I simply click load, and then it asks you, do you really want to load this HUD? And yes, I do. And there you see the HUD changes because now it has been finalized and I have these colors in. And obviously I can keep this custom loader then because it's ready. I could load that up into new HUDs if I want to. And also if you want to demo the colors before you pick them and you put them into your custom HUD, you can do so on a demo of the hair. Actually, you can't demo them on the regular hair because then somebody could just use that all the time to recolor the hair. So you demo the colors on a demo version of the hair. And that way you can go through and change and check all of these variants that are quite subtle and that you might not be able to see so well on this HUD. So there you go. You can detach that one, and then you go in again and you use a coloring option. And we're gonna see if I can get the black roots to work on this version here. I'm not seeing it at the moment. There is the part, although I think I went a little dark, so I'm gonna go a little lighter on that again. It's harder to see on a blonde hair, of course. Maybe I'll go back to a red and see how that looks. There you go. There you see it more clearly. And let's see if I'm not seeing a huge difference with the roots option. I must admit, I don't know if I'm perhaps doing something wrong. Although I mean here it's looking pretty strong. If I load it without the... Ah, there we go. Okay, I have to have the roots option on and then load a color. And it will load in the black roots. Yes, there we go. Whereas taking it off now doesn't do anything. I have to actually change the color. All right, and then we are going to see if the what else do we have? Oh, right, we have the split color that I didn't get around to doing. So if you have a red hair like this, you could decide that you want the left color side to be in a different color, and voila, there you have a lighter and a darker red. Or maybe you decide that you would like the right side to be gray, and so on. And then of course if you have streaked or party-colored colors already, you could mix it up even more than I can do with my 20 colors here. But those are some of the things that you can do with the new astrology hairs. And you can I do like the idea of designing your own packs, basically, because I like having a lot of red options. I definitely need some black options and a white option, and then sort of, okay, maybe some brown and blonde. So this is a perfect way of doing a favorites pack that has the sort of right mix of things that you want to use. I'll go back to my black hair because that suits the, oops, of course I I have to actually color both of them. There we go. Now we're back to the same color on both of it. And as you can see here, obviously we have the same look with the edges and the baby hair here. Oh, and we also have a random color button. So there are 3 hairs done from Astrology so far. I know that the magenta hair is out at, apologies for that. That one is out at Uber, I'm pretty sure. I will put those notes in the video. And where the Horror and Horror 2 hairs are out, I'm not strictly sure, but I will put that in the video as well. And also for this video, I thought I would mention some of the things that I am wearing. I am wearing, I'll tidy up here a little bit while I'm doing that. I am wearing lingerie from Sorbet. I'll give you a better look at that. And I really like the fact that this came fitted for both Slink bodies, both the regular and the hourglass version of Physique. And since there are so many people who just do Maitreya these days, I jumped at the opportunity to get some new Slink underwear. And I thought that the black has kind of a nice matte, almost sort of velvety look to it, or satiny perhaps. Anyway, really liked it. I've got some jewelry that I recently picked up from Maxi Gossamer, and my skin is a plastic skin, like her latest releases have been. This is one that is available both for male and female avatars, so you'll get sort of the same skin tone and variants of the same features. Here, for example, we have a really nice dark eye. Let's see if I can get you a better look at that as well without zooming in like too much. Here we go. There's a bit of red and black on that eye and that red lip. Really like that, and sort of a bit of a freckling as well. And this is on the Athena mesh head from Lightstar. And I thought I would mention that Lightstar actually has 2 new heads, out at We Love Roleplay, 1 male and 1 female. The female is a bit rounder and cuter than the past releases. The Athena is a bit of a stronger face, which I really like. This female one is called Guinevere, and her male partner is appropriately named Arthur, and that one I'm particularly keen on, and I'm gonna hope to see if I can get to ran into that one. He hasn't fallen for a mesh head yet, but it's quite an appealing one. So I think that if you're in the market for a mesh head that is a bit different, you'll want to check those out because they are at 25% off at We Live Roleplay for May. And then I have a bit of decor as well that I wanted to mention, which is these tables from Paper Moon, and a bit of a set from the plastic, which is this teacup chandeliers and candelabras. Basically you have this teacup with a candle in. It actually comes with some teacups as well, and I thought it was a really cute idea. And the actual candelabras, you have 3-armed and 5-armed, all with teacups on. So quite a cute idea, and I liked the red color here for this little our little boudoir room that we have set up in the skybox from Barnsworth Anubis. But I think that about covers it, and do check out the Astrology hairs and the custom HUD, I think, if you like that approach to getting exactly the colors that you want. And I will make sure that I have it noted in the post exactly where you can get the hairs. Until the next time.